Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on in the Milwaukee housing market, and at the very end, I'm going to show you, backed by stats, when the best time to list your house is, regardless of what's going on in the market. My name is Jacob Sheets. I am the founder of the Jacob Sheets Real Estate team, serving everything Milwaukee to Madison real estate. If you want to work with me and my team directly, go ahead and reach out below. I'm going to have links directly to our calendar so you can set up an appointment to meet with us and get connected with us right away. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that notification doorbell below so you don't miss any of my future videos. Alright, let's not waste any time and get right into it. If you missed the last video, go ahead and click back to it. I'll link to the card right above in the upper right corner of this video so you can go over this. But here's a quick summary of what happened in January. I'm not going to go step by step. If you want, you can go ahead and click on that last video to see how it's different. Let's go ahead and transition into February. Okay, so compare year over year, we are down total listings about 9.8%, and we are up ever so slightly in sold listings, meaning that supply is condensing. Median sales price is up 8.7%, still pretty aggressive, a little bit less than I believe January was year over year. Months of supply is down to 2.2 from last year's 2.5, and I believe last month was at the 2.0 months of inventory, basically meaning that it still is an aggressive seller's market overall in the Milwaukee metro area. Median days on market, so we have from 37 down to 30. That means that from February last year to this year, it is going 18.9% faster for houses on the market. Okay, getting into our next one here, you can actually see side by side here. I used my last video as well. You can take a little screenshot if you want, right here, and you can see month by month what's going on and compare it January to February. Now also, if you wanted to see side by side compared to how it's transitioning from December, I thought I'd also provide this for you here so you can take another screenshot, and in your own time you can zoom in, zoom out, however you'd like, and see how these trends are comparing. Now, I know in my last video I had some people say that they wanted something a little bit more than just a pretty nice little graphic that covers just the bare bones. They wanted some meat. So in that case, I'm going to try to provide that value for you and show you what's going on backed by stats when the best time to get on the market is. Not just blindly whenever a realtor says it's the best time and they say that all year round, but let's look at stats, what your goals are so that you can get on the market appropriately. So this is new listings on the market going all the way back to 2015. The every dot is 1 month and the vertical line is January. So if we look right now in January, February market of 2022, if we look historically, it is just starting to trend back up this massive upward curve. So it looks like almost every single time, if we look from dot 2 to 3, aka February into March, there is an unbelievable massive surge of listings into the market, and then it kind of tops back out mid-year at the beginning of summer, end of spring, and starts to trend down as well. So if your goal is to beat the mass increase of listings, you want to list right at that time beforehand, in that January to February timeline. We're in March now, so it looks like we're not going to be getting ahead of that curve. However, now we know if that was our goal next year, that is what we can look at. Now, let's transition the inventory overall, all the way back to January of 2015. We're at 6,000 homes on the market, and that's total inventory for the entire Milwaukee metro. And if we take January of 2012, there's almost an exact diagonal downwards to the right, lower supply down to that 2,000 listings. So that is the difference from 6,000 down to 2,000. Those are the numbers, and you can actually see what the difference is. Now, taking the next steps, if we transition into seeing, these are the months of supply. When we were at that 6,000 listings, we were at 8 months of supply. That is just over 6 months, so it is a little bit of a buyer's market. And ever since 2016, it's been a seller's market. A lot of people consider anything 4 to 6 months to be a more neutral market. So looking at this, it goes downwards to floating around that 2 to 4 months of inventory for the past, what looks like 6 years. What is the list to sale price ratio? Right here I'm going to circle where it meets at about 100, and we can see that list to sale, so basically if we were to sell the house, is it going to go above asking price or below asking price? We can see statistically the lowest one around January, and that's when they've sold, so we can look back about a month or two and see in December to November, that is when you are most likely to get offers in that are below your list price. Now if we get in a month or two later, because everything lags about 30 to 60 days from accepted offer to closing, we can see that the times that are most likely to get above asking offers is, right around that spring market, the true spring of February, let's say March and April, May, right in here, because then we have our highest peaks with this last year in 2021 going all the way up to 104%, meaning if you had your house listed for $100,000, you would get $104,000 on average, which, wow, it's not a normal statistic. So with that being said, the best time to get your house on the market is usually right before that inventory is hit. I'll put that back on the screen here, and you can get ahead of that curve here in that January, February market. You can uncircle that right there. Try to get before that if your goal is to beat the competition. However, if your goal is to get the most over your asking price or potential more people, fighting over your listing, you might, and you don't care so much about the competition, waiting a little bit longer might not be the worst thing. I'll transition right back to that, because we can see here the ones that close highest listed sale ratio is actually right about in the middle of the year, end of spring, early summer, meaning that late spring, mid to late spring is when you can put your house on the market to then hopefully get a above asking price offer. Okay everyone, I hope that was very helpful for you understanding when the best time to get your house on the market is and what is going on right now in the Milwaukee housing market. Make sure to like this video, ring the notification doorbell below, and subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any other videos just like these. And if you want to reach out, get connected with me and my team, make sure to schedule an appointment through the calendar link below. Thank you so much, and until next time.